Привет everyone, and let me tell you about my first rangefinder camera and my experience of it. I never had a rangefinder camera and shoot only by SLR camera, so it was interesting for me, and once upon a time I find a lot of this one and decide to buy it. Why? Because of price, lens, and I heard about Yashica but never had it. So price was 2 times less than usually in this model, so it's like a sign for me. 35 millimeters and 1.8 lens. It's a I suppose universal angle and pretty fast. My friend who pushed me into film photography spoke a few times about Yashica brand, so I should try it. First I tested with my favorite Tasma film from Kazan to make sure it worked correctly. I loaded up the film and made some shots during the day, made it indoor, outdoor, at the streets and with low light. So as we see, it seems like a camera doing fine. As I said, I bought it pretty cheap. Why? Maybe because of condition. Some dust inside the lens, much more dust inside the viewfinder, dirt everywhere, and some mechanic problems. After servicing, cleaning and making up, I load first roll. It was Kodak Vision 200 ISO, and I set it as a 400. Why? Because I like to shoot at the low light, and camera has pretty fast lens. What was a big reason why I choose it. Unfortunately, I forget to order a one-stop push for my film development, so images might be a little lighter. Anyway, the first one with a low light, as I like, looks okay. But the next one is probably the only one shot of the action scene I get with correct focusing. I find out that the way of focusing in a rangefinder camera after my lovely SLR Olympus OM2 is sort of torturing. When you need to focus in by this little piece in the center of the frame that moves left or right, and how you should to understand where you focus and how you should move it, it's madness for me. So I failed some shots with the action scene that I wouldn't with my SLR camera, but it's okay. Next shot indoor and exposure work fine. Here's my Slavic pretty boy thinking about something important, and here I don't know if automatic did correctly or it should to block the shutter. Here's some drift sheet boxes I like, and some guy who understood this life and no longer in a hurry at all.
I already understand this world absolutely, and I am here looking for only one thing, damn it: peace, tranquility, and this harmony from merging with the infinite eternal, from contemplating this great fractal similarity.
Some images with deep meaning that I can tell you, and it will be enough. After this roll, I can tell you I like it or I hate it. Suppose I just don't understand it yet. That's why I loaded up next film and keep to shot with it. But what I can tell you, there is one interesting thing about this camera I have never heard in my searching of information about this model. Look at this shot. You can stop the video to find what special this camera make on this picture. There is a thing about no one cares. The aperture shape. I find it kind of funny to make this unusual bokeh, so it will be some film I spent with this little black thing. And maybe later I will understand this rangefinder Yashica Electro 35 CCN. But now I tell you, watch out yourself and be careful.
Следи за собой.